Yeah, can't wait for movies getting day one scenes. Oh wait, that won't happen as movies are taken more seriously. Yeah, there's so much more regulations on the movie industry. Whereas the gaming industry, even though it's now bigger economically than movies and music combined, despite this, it's still not, like, taken seriously as a major economic force, even though it's much bigger than than the things that are taken seriously. I'm gonna Google this. Assassin's Creed Valhalla pre-order bonus. What was it? I know it was like a mission. Here's what comes in each edition. Okay, so this was an article that was like before the game came out. So here's the it doesn't say what's in each of these editions. So there's a standard edition of Assassin's Creed Valhalla that was the game. Then there's Assassin's Creed Valhalla Gold Edition. That's the season pass and bonus mission available at launch. Oh! So it wasn't even from pre-ordering the regular edition. You had to specifically order the gold edition or better to get access to an exclusive, like, launch mission? What the heck? And then Assassin's Creed Valhalla Ultimate Edition is the game, the season pass, Berserker Gear Pack, Berserker Settlement Pack, Berserker Longship Pack, Set of Runes. I have no idea what that means. I'll find out what it means when we cover Valhalla on this channel. Right now, I have no idea what it means. Assassin's Creed Valhalla Ragnarok Edition. That's the physical thing that gives you a statue. Assassin's Creed Valhalla Collector's Edition. A thing with a different statue and soundtrack and stuff. No, I want to see this pre-order bonus. Let's see here. What is the, what was this mission? I know that there was like a pre-order bonus mission. What was it? Maybe it's not as easy to, there's bonus quests, apparently. There's a YouTube tutorial on where to go for your, like, pre-order bonus quest, apparently. Hold on, let's see here. All editions and pre-order bonuses. Let's see here. Okay, no, if you do get the regular game, you do still get the pre-order bonus. Okay, the other site was freaking lying to me. Let's see here. But what is the pre-order bonus? That's what I want to know. What is the pre-order bonus? Tell me. Redeeming your Assassin's Creed Valhalla pre-order code. There's a Ubisoft help article. Apparently, it's a quest. So it's only if you pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Valhalla that you get the Way of the Berserker, which is some mission, apparently. So, yeah, when we cover Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the channel eventually, we won't be able to do this, I guess, because I didn't shell out day one for a game that I'd only be able to play like a year or two later, since we're going through all the AC games in order. So how much is this? How much was locked behind pre-order here? Assassin's Creed Valhalla, The Way of the Berserker. Like, how much was locked behind that? It's a half an hour mission! 25 to 35 minutes of dedicated story stuff that's locked behind a pre-order. What? Assassin's Creed Wiki. But yeah, there's a reason EB workers are pushed to the limit. To be honest, you don't play Ubisoft games because they're marks. Yeah. I would honestly fully recommend the game that I'm playing right now, Assassin's Creed The Rebel Collection on the Switch. If you see this game on sale at some point, like, this is on the Switch, AC4 and Rogue. And they are both awesome, hella fun open world games. And when they're on sale, they're like 20 bucks for these two massive games that are like some of the coolest worlds I've ever explored. So I would recommend these if you ever see it on sale. But what the hell is this? So The Way of the Berserker is a single player downloadable content edition for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It was released on November 10th, 2020 as a pre-order bonus. The mission consists of 3 missions in which Ivor joins a legendary Norse berserker on his quest for revenge. What the heck? So it's literally like 3 missions, a whole storyline, joining a legendary Norse berserker on his quest for revenge. That's locked behind buying the game like day one or pre-ordering it. So when we do eventually cover Assassin's Creed Valhalla on this channel in our quest to cover every Assassin's Creed game in order, We would have been able to play that if I had picked it up day one. But because I didn't, that's just something that is never going to be done in my series of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I guess. So, I mean, there were bonuses that are in, like, different versions of Ubisoft games released later. See you later, friendos. Like, whoops, that's the wrong pause button. Like, I'm fairly certain that in Assassin's Creed Rogue here, gosh darn it, map button. I'm fairly certain that in Assassin's Creed Rogue, there was some mission, it is this, Fort de Sable, where it's like, if you pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Rogue, you got access to the Siege de Fort de Sable mission, and that was the pre-order bonus in this game. We have it in this. This is the 2019 re-release of Assassin's Creed 4 and Rogue. These games came out in 2013 and 2014, and when it first came out, I'm fairly certain you could only get the Siege de Fort de Sable as like a pre-order bonus. Here, it's just here in like the 2019 re-release. So, who knows, depending on how long it takes me before I reach Valhalla, maybe that mission will be available in like some other version? Probably not, though. Probably not, you know. Like, this is a very different console that AC4 and Rogue came onto and like several years later. Like, it'll probably take me at most 2 years before we get to Valhalla. It'll probably be shorter than that. We'll see. I went right through that water. At most, it'll probably take 2 years before reaching that game, and I don't think it's gonna take, you know, longer than that. And I don't see, like, a different version of Valhalla coming out before then. How would games coming out in, like, the past several years be re-released down the line anyway? That's what I wonder. Well, I'm sorry, Whale, but I need your, stuff. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, today again, it makes you want to go back and play old games instead, and that's kind of what I've had a lot of fun doing on this channel. Like, gosh darn it. Like, playing games that have been out for years that I'm, you know, having the excuse to come back and play again for the sake of covering it on this channel, you know? It's been a fun time for me. Like, I wouldn't be coming back and playing these games if it wasn't for covering it on the channel. Like, I might have with the excuse of, like, hey, it's on the Switch now, and I should 100% it on the Switch with this re-release. But otherwise, you know, I wouldn't really have much reason to go back and play a lot of these games that have been out for a long time. I've put a lot of hours into already. I'd consider it, but I'd probably not do it there. I'm freaking Bravery Arcade gifting a sub out there. It seems like that's going to Grem. I appreciate the gifted sub there, Marv. You crazy mad lad. Oh my goodness. And Grem, if you're here, probably not. Maybe might be lurking. I don't know. But Grem, welcome back to, has Grem been subbed before? I don't think so. Well, welcome to Team Ed Harmonic. Enjoy the emote and the sub badge in case you're listening. And I appreciate the gifted sub there, Marv. You crazy, crazy mad lad. My goodness. Rah! My goodness gracious. Let's get this stuff over here. But yeah, that's been kind of the fun of, like, this channel, giving me the excuse to come back and, like, play older releases, whether I've played them before or I haven't played them before. With stuff like this. And it's not to say that, like, these games are free of snusk. Like, we were talking about how this game had a whole pre-order bonus set of missions that I've never played before. We'll play it for the first time on this channel and see how much it really was locked behind a pre-order thing. Or, like, the time saver pack, where it's like, pay us, like, $5 for all the time saver packs, so that you know where stuff is on the map and don't have to wander around aimlessly trying to 100% the game. Like, if you actually want to 100% the game in a reasonable way, you better pay us money, pay us like $5 or something like that. It's so silly. So it's not like these games are free of snusk. At least I'm playing a version of it re-released like 5 years later that, you know, has that snusk removed of them being behind paywalls and pre-order bonuses, since this is all just like in it. Since this is like the full collection of AC4 and Rogue, luckily. And again, I picked this up for like $20 on sale, so that was like good. That was a good deal. That was like more than a good deal for everything these games have to offer. Like, these are vast games. Like, freaking paying like 20 or $25 or whatever the heck I paid for this collection of AC4 and Rogue and everything in them. That's probably like one of the best deals that I've ever had buying a game, honestly. But my goodness, when they first came out with these time saver packs and pre-order bonuses, it's not like they were free of snusk, you know? Does it really take like a re-release 5 years later for the best version of these games without any additional paywalls or like pre-order bonuses? Is that really what it takes? Oh, come on, how do I do that? Oh, let's see here. Elden doesn't have pre-orders open yet, but no, there will be multiple editions since Dark Souls 3 had them. Well, we'll see what it's like for that. And just like Tales of Arise, I will buy the Ultimate Edition, whatever it is. I feel ripped off by Tales of Arise. We'll see if I feel ripped off by the Ultimate Edition of Elden Ring. Oh, man. Jump! Why don't you jump farther? But yeah, I found that that's because you say it. I like the word. It grew on me. A lot of the stuff that I say, I like pick up from other people saying it. It's just most of the stuff that you hear me saying is from like people growing up that you don't know. And I'll probably never meet on this channel. What the hell? I don't get it. So sometimes things really catch on to me, I guess. Elden Ring in 4 months. Does it feel real considering the game basically went from radio silence since the announcement trailer? Huh. Can I jump from here? Yeah, I can jump from there as a workaround. Weird Animus Fragment. Fun fact, just this is a sequel to Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Yeah, after the success of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, Nintendo commissioned Ubisoft to go ahead and make Assassin's Creed 4 and Rogue. Well, basically the whole Rebel collection here to explore around. Hey, silly doggy, would you like up on the couch? Oh my goodness. Oh my, oh my. But yeah, there's that. I'll go after that there. We could do the Siege of Fort de Sable right now. I don't necessarily have to save it for the end. Like, during this discussion about pre-order bonuses, there might not be a more fitting time to cover that. Like, we could go do this whale, and then go do that island, and then go do, like, the pre-order bonus. Well, the pre-order bonus from the original release of the game. Luckily, I didn't need to. If I had to pre-order the Rebel Collection just to get, you know, the Siege of Fort de Sable, that'd be so silly. Looks like my doggy's gonna chill beside me right now. It seems like. Maybe we'll do that while we're on the topic of, like, additional ways of, like, monetization and the whole fear of missing out. Maybe we should, go play the Siege of Fort de Sable and see exactly what content was locked behind the fear of missing out anyway. Because I played this on, like, this initially released on Xbox 360 and PS3, and that was it. Like, I didn't, and I never owned either of those consoles, so I have never played the Siege of Fort de Sable. I don't know if you would get it by, like, pre-ordering the PC version when it eventually released, like, however long later. But I didn't play it until, like, a good while later, was the thing. So I've never played the Siege of Fort de Sable. So maybe we should go see exactly what was behind the fear of missing out, you know? Yeah, seduction Swedish for filth, just FYI. Gotcha. Well, now I know. Dang, I wanted to brace. I was too much end lag. But yeah, game industry is going down the drain. Games you're getting excited for is getting smaller and smaller each year. Yeah. Like this year, I totally could have been excited for Pokemon's Gen 4 remakes. I was excited for, you know, Pokemon Gen 4 remakes before they were even announced, but now that they are, I'm really not excited for them. I think that, like, were there games earlier this year that I was super duper excited for? I don't know if there was. When it comes to stuff coming out later this year that I am for sure really excited for is Metroid Dread. Like, I'd never played the Metroid series before. But, you know, playing the other ones in preparation for Dread, I actually really liked them. And now I'm actually really hyped for Dread, honestly. Like, I've been checking out some of the trailers back in, and it's like, okay, this actually looks hella hype, honestly. Like, Metroid Dread actually looks really cool.
He snapped the rope.
He snapped the rope. Dread's gonna be fire. Have you seen the most recent trailer for it? By the time this gets uploaded, this video that we're shooting right here, Dread will probably already be out. Maybe. Actually, no, I'm getting mixed up with Dark Souls. Dread is probably still approaching release at the time of this. My goodness. My whole daily upload schedule is all weird with the way that things get uploaded. It's literally just one a day, but we go so ham with games that, you know, we build up such a crazy buffer. That it is what it is. And Dread might be game of the year. Could well be. Could well be. I'm really looking forward to it. The most recent trailer that showed off the new Kraid, oh my goodness, it looked incredible. That was such a cool looking thing there. Such a cool scene. I'm hyped for that game. I'm really hyped for that game, honestly. Like, when it was first announced, I was just like, yeah, I don't really know Metroid. I don't really know. I don't know if I'd be covering it on the channel or anything like that. But I like covering things on the channel in order, so I'll start covering the other Metroid games, and if I like them, then I'll cover Dread. If I don't like them, then I won't cover the other games or Dread. But I've been really liking them. I've really been liking them, and now I'm hyped for Dread. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it.
Stay sharp, man.
But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take out the whale here. The whale of a time. How are you not down? Let's see here. If Kraid was in a Metroid MMORPG, would he be a Kraid boss? He probably would. And he'd probably be sponsored by Kraid Shadow Legends.
It's the white whale!
Yeah, I needed one of these freaking thingamabobs. Excited for Destiny 2 Witch Queen next year. It's finally doing the story Bungie has been building up to since the release of Destiny 2. Since we're dropping hints about the main villain since the game's launch, huh? Imagine if Assassin's Creed actually built up to a release that it was building up to for a long time with this whole Juno plotline instead of abandoning it like they did. Oh my goodness. Yeah, freaking definitely all hyped for Metroid Dread. It seems like never beaten a 2D Metroid game, but you're hyped for Dread. Good old Metroid Dread. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. It looks really cool. Definitely looking forward to that. There are these mines. They are mines. My goodness. You have metal. You do have metal, though. Wait, are they sinking? Wait, are you sinking? Wait, why are you sinking? Wait, what? No, I want your metal. What? No. What? I was gonna come over and take your metal, and then you sunk. What the hell? But yeah, definitely the last game on the Metroid timeline as of now. Yeah, so we'll see what... I'll be very curious to see how that plays out. Find it very interesting how in the most recent trailer, it showed that, like, one of the main antagonists will almost certainly be the, Dudo that was hinted at in the lore of, you know, Samus Returns. 100%ing that game. What, this is an explorable thing and it's just another ship? What? Yeah, the synchronization point is the ship. Huh. Can I go up, please? Nope, not up like that. Not up like that. I want to use the, drop down. Use the lift, please. Because then we can go get that synchronization point from up over here, you know? But yeah, the whole Pearl Island, huh? The whole modern state with a lot of games is just like, what the heck? What happened to our precious gaming industry? You know, in a way. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. Well, I think they have also just directly said that it's after Fusion as well. Without having to, you know, raid too terribly deep. I think. Alright, let's synchronize. It's beautiful. The Switch can handle beautiful worlds. A lot of people, and by a lot of people, I mean mostly Pokemon fans, are just like, oh, it's graphically limited because of the Switch. The Switch can't do, like, breathtaking graphics. This is a beautiful world, in my opinion, that the Switch handles, like, just fine 98% of the time. Not always, but most of the time it handles this actually really well. Which is neat, you know? So, let's go get our collectibles over here. Hi, penguins. Like, it's a beautiful world and stuff. But yeah, I do imagine that Dread will very much try to invoke a sense of dread. We'll see exactly how it does that. Only issue with Dread so far is that they're using the Samus Returns combat-focused style while also going for horror vibes of Fusion, which you feel like is going to clash. It might. Thinking about it. Hopefully they can find a good balance. Like, I feel like the balance wasn't quite found with the Metroid 2 remake of Samus Returns. Like, it just went for, like, completely combat-focused without really having that, horror aspect anymore. Or just, like, the sense of, like, oh my goodness, I'm literally causing the genocide of the Metroid species, you know? With the direction it had going on there. So hopefully in Dread they can find that balance a bit better. I hope. Fingers crossed. Let's see the thing here. Let's dig up the thingamabob. Yeah, I think after we do this island, let's go do the Siege of Fort de Sable. Let's see what was so special behind a pre-order bonus anyway. Let's find out. Where is this chest? What? Oh, down here. Yeah, it wasn't much in horror, and it really didn't express that, you know, the feeling of you're actually causing the genocide of a species, you know? It really didn't do much in that regard. So that was that. Otherwise, I loved it. I really enjoyed Samus Returns. But I feel like in a game that, you know, you're literally causing the genocide of a species, it should actually, like, touch on that and, you know, maybe show some regret over just purely the glorified combat, you know? That's how I feel, at least. But apart from that, I really like Samus Returns. I really quite like that. Leslie Crocodile perished in HD 3D with a Super Metroid remake? Imagine. But yeah, sometimes I wonder if humanity is worthy of another Metroid game, honestly. Look at Pearl Island. Is humanity truly worthy of a new Metroid game? Is it really? Oh my goodness. Well, penguins don't give any resources? They don't. There's resources from other huntable things, but penguins are not one of them. I don't even think I can do that. Like, my crosshair does not light up red as if it does anything. I'm gonna assume it doesn't do anything. But I will assume, yeah, convenient hay over here. But yeah, for another Metroid 2 remake over the official remake, yeah, I've heard some people prefer it. It sounds like the original. It sounds like AM2R did a better job of, like, the tone, from what I hear. But, from what I hear, apparently AM2R just did a whole bunch of other things the series has already done before. Whereas the official Metroid 2 remake, even though it might not have gotten the tone right, it at least helped the series go forward. And, like, try some new things, apparently. So I think they each have their ups and downs. I haven't actually played AM2R myself, but from what I've heard from, like, the research that I've done, it sounds like they each have, like, their ups and downs and, you know, things that they excel at. But yeah, like the original, if you remember, there was blood, something that they wouldn't want in, you know, the official kind of thing. Smackaroo. Yeah, let's go see this pre-order bonus here. I think that there was some in Super Metroid, or am I losing my mind? But you played AM2R? I've heard that it has some nice things going for it. Like, I know that some people really despise the, oh, I don't really want to do that. I know that some people really despise the official remake, saying like, oh my goodness, AM2R is nothing but better. Why would anybody play the official remake? Whereas from what I've heard, it sounds like they each have their ups and downs. Like, and people will have their own preferences. I've had some comments on my, freaking series of Samus Returns being like, oh my goodness, why would you give this game a spotlight over AM2R? Like, how dare you do such a thing? Just like blasphemous, you know? I don't usually delete comments, but comments from people being like, oh my goodness, how dare you cover the official remake instead of AM2R? I'm just gonna be like, yeah, let's just not. But yeah. Yeah, it sounds like they each have their ups and downs there. Okay, so after this discussion that we've been having about, like, pre-order bonuses and ways that games will make more money, like the fear of missing out, like having additional content behind a pre-order bonus. This was the pre-order bonus of Assassin's Creed Rogue.